Hello, welcome to Category 5 Community Coffee Break. I'm BP9, how are you? And way up on my top left on my screen, well, that way, is Robbie, the bald nerd himself. Hello, Robbie. And then we've got Doug right next to and then we've got Doug right to him. Hello, Doug. Thank you, sir. And we've got Marshman. Give us a wave, Marshman. Hey, how are you, sir? And then Peter on the road, on the bottom row. Give us a wave, Peter.
That'll beard today, innit?
Yep. Well, except for me. No beard for me. So, Mr. Robbie, so good to see you. What have you been up to? How did all those upgrades?
Oh, nothing.
How did all those upgrades go?
Actually, it's funny that. Can you guys see my screen at all? No, not really.
Yeah,
but following the upgrades, our ISO audio recorders record nothing but screeching noise. So I've got tech support working on that issue. They've never seen it before.
I told you the upgrades would go well, didn't I? Didn't I say that?
Yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Last week on live sessions for patrons, we were fortunate that we had broadcast it live, obviously, to YouTube. And by doing so, YouTube recorded it. So I had an audio recording that I was able to use as the audio track.
Oh,
so not ideal. Not ideal, but it worked.
Oh, well, better than nothing, though, right?
It saved the content. Yeah.
I got to figure out I should look at you on the big screen or look at you on the phone, because it's I look like I'm looking away from when I look at you on the big screen. Hello, Solbu. Nice to see you awake today. Good job.
Hello.
You're looking your background's looking a little fuzzy though, sir.
Yeah, I was completely occupied by writing writing something, and the time. The coffee break started 3 minutes ago.
I told you minutes ago that there was going to be a coffee. I mean, I get to make sure you're awake. So, how are you, sir?
You're cutting out again.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Robbie, take it away. I'll let Robbie take it.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, good to see you guys. Nice to see a small selection from our community. Be nice for those who are watching on demand to think about joining Coffee Break, which happens, I guess, every Sunday at noon Eastern time. But hope everybody's been well. It's been pretty crazy around here. So
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm at home today doing editing remotely. Fun project that I've been working on is I got a USB-C 1080p monitor, which connects to the Pinebook Pro. So now I now have a dual screen Pinebook Pro Linux laptop. So you guys may have seen. Yeah,
I wondered if you were using HDMI out or USB-C or what were you in?
USB-C straight from the Pinebook Pro to the monitor, and it's all powered by the Pinebook Pro. So it's just.
So I have a USB-C dongle from Pine phone, which has an HDMI output as well, but unfortunately the phone would not activate the USB dongle because the main board in the phone has volt in it, in that it needs to have certain components in order to make work, and components or other wrong components or something. So I may have to go and repair those or remove those components.
Yeah, any device that has USB OTG should have the ability to output HDMI. So I have an HDMI dongle for the Pinebook Pro, which is how we bring up the screen on the air. But this is like just two monitors side by side. I made sure it was the same size as the Pinebook Pro monitor, so it just looks like a dual screen Pinebook Pro. It's quite nice.
Very nice. Good job.
But I'm having to do the editing on the desktop computer because Pinebook Pro is not going to cut it.
I was curious once your post. I thought, well, you're actually producing 4K video. Not actually doing that for application. Not actually doing that on the Pine Pro, are you? Doing this as a session to your machine.
Yeah.
Here's video
Using
from
it like a
Dave.
terminal.
Got a new member. Hello, Dave. Well,
Hello. Hello.
What?
Can you hear me?
Good day. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's see. Have you met everybody? Shall I go around the introduction in, or can you see the label?
I've not met the folks here. I've just seen Robbie on the channel. So.
Okay. Well, please, I apologize. My video copy. Apparently, my phone's playing up today, so please for that.
Apparently.
I'm B9. Welcome. On my top left is the bald himself, is Robbie Ferguson.
Hi, Dave.
And above me is Doug. And then next
Best
to him
behavior,
is
Doug.
is Marshman. No, you should be saying that, Marshman. Thank you, sir. And then on the next row we have Peter, and then he again, and then next year Solbu over to the right.
Live long and prosper.
This is Dave. He just joined. He's a member.
Hey,
Welcome.
Dave.
Good to see y'all.
Yeah. So we're sort of going around the tape here to see what all people. I mean, what all fun things they've been doing. So I've been talking a bit about the Pine Time and the Pine Kernel. So has Robbie. Anything, Robbie, or shall I move on to the next one?
Oh, hey, and next up can take it away. Unless you guys have
All
any
right.
questions for me directly, I'm here for the half hour. So.
Oh, I'm sure the questions will pop up. We'll just go around the table and see what people.
Can I raise one thing?
Please do. Yeah, absolutely.
Last week, Doug, you were mentioning that you had problems with certificates on your Raspberry Pi, and the first thing that came to mind that I don't think actually came up.
It was SSH keys.
Yeah, and did you fix that?
No, I actually can't get it to connect to Wi-Fi, which I think is the whole problem.
Oh, okay. I wanted to know because the Raspberry Pi doesn't have a real-time clock. I just wanted to know if you had set the date and time on your Raspberry Pi, because if you haven't, then all SSH keys will be invalid because the date and time don't match.
Well, certificates will be invalid. I don't know if
That I was not aware of. I will have to Google how to do that.
Yeah, you could actually go to my blog. If you go to baldnerd.com/nerdgasms,
Okay.
you'll see a tool there that is how to set the Linux date and time, and it gives you a quick little copy and paste command you can throw in there, and it'll automatically set it for you. And
All right.
remember,
Great.
your Raspberry Pi, because it doesn't have a real-time clock, you need to have NTP installed once you've got it up and going with the date and time set manually.
Okay, so
in order to automatically synchronize it.
Raspbian must have that in it.
It does come with it, yeah.
Okay.
So
I think it's literally command date, isn't it? I think it's literally the command date, is it not?
You're choppy.
Oh, okay.
He's asking. He's saying that it's the command is date. Is asking if date is the command to use. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. But there's like syntax, and you have to use like the RTC standard timestamp. So just if you jump on my blog, I've written a tool that just makes it easy. You choose your time zone and you copy and paste, and you're done. So hopefully that'll fix it for you, Doug. And if it does, make sure you let the team in the community know here on the coffee break next week.
Yeah. I'll post something on Discord.
Cool.
Excellent.
Baldnerd.com/nerdgasms.
That's right.
Okay.
Unforgettable.
And if it gets to, if my video gets you to me and you can't understand me, Robbie, please, if you
You'll just know because you'll just see me going.
But I see that all the time. Really,
That's how you know.
Normal.
If Peter looks confused, then you know.
Oh, he's always confused to talk. No worries.
When Peter
So
stops
Doug-
smiling.
Yeah, good point. Yep, there you go. So, Doug, apart from the Raspberry Pi issues you had, what's just going on with?
Well, I've tried using Ubuntu instead of Raspbian because I was having problems getting Widevine to load into Raspbian. It wasn't updating. So I found Ubuntu was updated through another Ubuntu machine that I have. So I downloaded Ubuntu for the Raspberry Pi, but then I started having the SSH key problems, which Robbie, I believe, just solved. So I will fix that, and we'll see what happens. I will let you know.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, do let us know how it works out. So
Definitely.
all right. Marshman, you're muted, so I can't. Oh, there you are. Okay. What's going on with the? Oh, good. What's going on with you,
shut
sir?
up.
Nothing tech-wise. If I do
Okay.
tech,
What's going on with
Hey, Bill.
Say what?
They've reopened Ripley's aquarium.
The cloud plastic backbone in the
He's talking about your background.
No.
Oh,
It looks like plastic bags.
I could change that if you like something else, but
I love it. It takes me there.
we get demonetized. I have things that have demonetized it. So.
I like the that fake real bird that you flap. Oh, he's gone.
I'm still here.
I see. No, he took out his video. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Well, let's go to Dave because news. So it's, there we go. That's the crowd I love to see. It makes me giggle every time I look.
Yeah.
So Dave, you're new. We haven't had a chat with you.
Dave.
Tell us a bit about yourself and let us know what sort of fun you're having, tech-wise, if you like. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I have a small hobby channel on YouTube. I'm calling myself GeezerGeek, and I'm doing videos to help folks accomplish things with everything from Windows to Ubuntu to the hardware that they're using. And so, for example, I've done a video on making a recording appliance, and I did that for a 501c3 that I serve. In fact, I'm the pastor of it. And so I made this recording appliance so that our pianist could come in and do recordings. He's not a tech guy, so all he has to do is start it. It'll record for an hour. He goes over, turns it off, and then I go in and I collect the video, and then I process it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
It's one of the videos that I did, how to make this one-touch recording device. So
Very
that's my
nice.
hobby channel. That's my hobby channel. And then over the last pandemic year, I have done all kinds of videos for the church that I serve. So that's what's
Very
really
nice.
keeping me
That's the
busy.
new way. That's the new way, Dave.
That's what I do here. Coffee break every Sunday. I do the coffee break, the raw video.
We're doing fellowship like this with Zoom meetings, and we're doing a little bit of business meetings like this. But for the basic worship and faith support, it's all virtual via YouTube. So
Yep. That's the new normal, right? That's how it is
right now
these days. Yeah.
So
I do the same this video.
I feel like we're so very fortunate that when this happened, we have the technology that services can continue, fellowship can continue.
Even 5 years ago, we couldn't have done this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Although my church is meeting in person, I'll be there tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Now, Doug, do you tuck the beard into the mask?
No.
No, he just folds the whole thing up and it becomes the mask. There you go.
Just fold the
That's
beard.
what I thought. That's what I thought. Yes, that's what I pictured.
Well, that would make it hard to talk. It would get in my mouth.
You got all kinds of stuff in that beard, could you?
So a short video on Twitter 2 weeks ago. Someone was walking through an airport, and someone was yelling at him to put on his mask, and then he pulled the mask down. He has made the mask with his face printed on the mask.
Nice, nice.
I saw
Now,
that.
Robbie, you had a mask on at some point. There's like a mouth, like a shark's mouth or something. Was that a green screen or was it an actual printed mask?
I did.
Was it? I think you did. I think I saw on one of your
No, I got the LED mask that you can program it with Bluetooth, but other than that, most of my masks are just I've got one that's the binary one that folks saw last week. But
okay.
Yeah, pretty basic.
I thought or must have been a picture that someone posted on Discord.
I have seen those. Yeah, they're quite funny. Yeah,
I wondered if that was something.
Zombie teeth and rotted.
Yeah,
Right,
and the
right.
alien mask from 40 years ago.
I saw a mask in a doctor's office. There were two deaf people, and the mask had a clear space right across the mouth so they could read lips.
Oh yeah,
but it was still a full mask.
Yep.
So
Yep.
one of the things that surprises me is how much. Maybe I'm just getting deaf or something, but how much I rely. I've tried to rely on movement to understand what people are saying. It's quite surprising. Like if I'm in a noisy environment and I can't hear them, then I'll try to read them up. But it's impossible to do that if they're wearing a mask. You just can't do it.
Yeah, I was having that thought at the grocery store. Like, how would someone who's hard of hearing deal with that? Like, that's got
Very true. Yeah, very true.
Very new challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention with a mask, you can't really see what kind of mood they're in.
Yeah, true. But when you're
unless the tears starts falling down, then you have some idea. But
when you're interacting with people, if you're professional, that's how it should be. So anyway, that's a whole nother story, though, isn't it? Did we get to Marshman? I don't know. We actually got to talk to you. We got to change your background. That bird that just keeps on making it, but to fly across.
I had nothing going on, so you skipped over me.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you had lots going on. Please, it's been such a long time.
I have lots going on. Very little.
Please tell us more. Tell us more.
No, it's we're trying to take a break from all of that. You see
what sort of trouble you?
Riptide? There's a riptide out there. That's what keeps pulling me under.
Oh boy! You're still walking 1,000 steps a day, like your pedometer says you are, or no?
I'm putting in steps like you wouldn't believe.
How are you doing? Are you just walking around town every day? What's up with that?
I drive to New York City and park the car, and then I walk everywhere. I try not to take the subways. I won't get on a bus. I definitely won't get in a cab.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I walk everywhere, and then I walk back to the car and drive home. So,
required for your work? Are you into?
I'm a field person. I've never had a desk job, so I've never had an office job. So I'm always.
I envy you, sir.
Yeah, I have to say that is it's easy to do that in New York because everything is so compact and so.
Yeah. When the pandemic started and everything locked down, and it took me a week, and I realized I could never have an office job. Just sitting here drives me nuts. I can't.
Yep. Well, when I worked in Melbourne back in Australia many years ago, I figured out quickly I was able to walk from one side of the central business district, what you would call downtown, from one side. Let me bring it into view. There it is. From one side to the other of the downtown area. I could do that in probably half an hour. And it's about the same from south to north as well. That's about the total coverage area of the central business district. Now, if I had to go out into the suburbs or something, that's a whole different story. But it would take probably half an hour. I think New York's a bit bigger than that. I know it's pretty packed in, but it's still a bit bigger than that, though, right?
Yeah, and it's got residential areas. So you have the downtown financial district where the buildings are just really compact. And then once you get out of that, it's residential and small business. And then you get into Midtown New York, and then you got the tall buildings again. So I try and schedule my days where if I have downtown clients, I schedule them in the same day. So I park downtown and then just do everything downtown and then split.
Okay.
And then I schedule the midtown people like a different day, and I park in midtown and then split.
Nice. And still get 10,000 plus steps in a day.
I, by contrast,
I dream.
when I sit down at my desk for the day, I am there for the day. Like I'm stuck at a desk.
Not for me. Not for me.
Can't even walk to work. Like I'd love to be able to walk or bike to work, but they went and they gave me the option of taking a company vehicle, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take that.
Wow.
But now because I can't leave the company vehicle at home, I can't bike to work. I can't walk. I can't. So it's like catch-22.
Wow.
It's a bonus, but at the same time, it's like,
Peter, we haven't had a chance to catch up with you yet. Tell us what's going on with you.
On Wednesday, I went for the corona injection. And by about Friday, I started to not feel too good. It's effective of having the injection. And once I go over, if I have a flu or an hangover and massive headache, and then once after Friday went, I sort of improved a lot. You know, it just happened one day. But but I'm all right now.
Good.
We can't go out or do anything for like Robbie. You know what I mean, they're thinking about over here to bring the kids back again and open up a bit more. But I'm just waiting them to do it. It'll probably be in April, I reckon. Here. But most of the time I'll be doing electronics with a friend of mine who's also a minister, and does same as the new chap. I can't think of his name. He's also a massive minister. I went to university with him, and we make use a few PCBs for him and designing PCBs and having arguments with Amazon, particularly because they don't deliver, or if they do, if you quit something, and then suddenly they take it off the thing and say that you can't. They don't tell you they taken it off your page, which is a bit annoying because I've had one or two arguments with them and told them off actually, because I don't think that's playing cricket particularly. Well, you know. So, and fixing silly circuits, Robbie, that didn't blooming work, our magazine, which I reckon that they was either on smoking something very illegal or something when they designed it, because it was totally...
Easy, Peter, easy now.
I know, but Robbie,
even my British filter is having trouble, figuring that one out. So I'm going to have to replay this and figure out what all
my automated closed captions just says ...
I'm not surprised.
Sorry, Robbie. Sorry. No,
At one point, I thought you were singing. It's a music.
Oh me, oh my! I have something about ham radio. Dave, I know you have to. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I was gonna say, Dave, I know you have to go, so he had to drop out.
Okay, it was just,
see you next time.
All right, sir. Good to see you.
Something I was trying to build, and the circuit was totally wrong. And I don't know if it got published in the magazine, because it was quite a well-known magazine. It was totally wrong. The whole thing was
okay.
Yeah, well.
Does anyone have any questions for Robbie? Because or Marshman, because we don't see even Marshman here very often. So maybe if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, I was wondering if Robbie have noticed a news that broke today. I think about the new kernel bug in the release candidate.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's Linus
I'll be in the editing room until end of day.
Yeah, he has sent out a mail to the kernel mailing list, warning about even trying the release candidate, the one for the kernel 5.12. there is an error in the swap handling. For it only affects those who have a swap file and not a swap partition. It makes it in certain conditions the swap file that will write to the wrong part of the file system, and it will completely screw up the root file system.
Oh, that's not good. That is not good. But typically, release candidate code doesn't make it into the stable kernel, does it?
Yeah, you'd have to be really on the bleeding edge, which I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm running stable on all my systems.
I think I'm on development branch on one thing, probably an old version of the PinePhone, but otherwise, no, I'm unstable as well. What was it, Peter?
Yeah, I was going to say, Robbie, a little story. My wife's computer decided to drop dead actually the other day when I was trying to look up some information on some data, computer electronics data, component data, and I went to buy a drive. And have you noticed the price of the drives recently, Robbie? They've gone up like a factor of 3. They got up a factor.
Like SSDs and stuff?
No, everything, Robbie. 4 gigs, with 4 gigs, 1 gigs, 1 terabyte, 3, 4 teras, 1 teras, SSDs. They've just gone up absolutely fantastic amount of money.
Wow, I did not know.
It's kind of an ebb and flow, isn't it? Especially these days with the problems with supply and demand and inability to get
that's what I think it and one to do is to wait. I put a half a terabyte in there, and hopefully it's not a good one. It's quite old, and I think it's got problems with it, but it would do for the moment to wait till September and see what the prices are do. You know, because I'm not playing those sort of funny prices. They were on their leg, you know, and anything else as well. Some of them.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens with those prices. I imagine eventually supply will catch up with demand. Hopefully, the prices will come down a bit.
Sales come too, because manufacturers are going to be bringing out their new drives in the spring, so they may bump off some old if they have it, but.
Don't forget too, the shipping to England or Ireland, and so, that adds to price as well.
That is fun. That is getting stuff out of.
I know.
It's great fun, especially from Amazon. Yeah, well, we won't talk about them.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna.
Speaking of drives, I've got my M.2 NVMe adapter for the Pinebook Pro. So I've ordered an A2000 drive. So it's a single-sided, low power consumption, and I'm going to put that in there. So that's something that I'll be doing soon. So,
I may be talking with you about NVMe drives and good deals for those. We'll talk about that offline.
I think on the way to see what the prices do, and then I would try to buy one when that happens. But I thought you'd do it with this corona and everything else. That's what I reckoned it was. So.
Boy, you have to push the edge, don't you? I keep saying we're not in politics or code, and you keep doing it. All right, we're done. We're about to shut it down. So thank you, Marshman. Thank you for joining, and especially you, Robbie. I appreciate you joining in and saying hello. And I would have said to you to Dave while he was here too, but he had to drop out early. So
it was nice
to see you all.
And Robbie again.
It was very good to see you, Robbie.
Absolutely.
Yes, good to see you, Robbie. Good to see Marshman.
Thanks,
and
guys.
you're the one. Anytime you want to be in, don't be shy. Come in and say hello, and give us a hard time because we deserve it.
Good to see Dave.
All right,
too.
everybody. Take care, everybody. Have a good week.
Bye.
Stay safe, and see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.